Welcome back to Diary of Jen. Today we're covering why Bonnie Blue has been allegedly banned from OnlyFans. Now, when my friend first told me this, I couldn't believe it. I never thought I would ever hear that headline in my life because I thought she would just ride that wave for the rest of her career. So today we're going to do a bit of a dive into why she's got banned from OnlyFans. If you haven't already looked at my deep dive for Bonnie Blue, I will link that here for you. Your girl has fractured her hand, her dominant hand, so I'm really trying my best to show up. And my hair looks a bit rough. It's been such a challenge to do anything. If you've had a fractured hand before, let me know. Comment below, because this really does suck and I hate for anyone to be in this position. Enough yapping for now. If you do enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to join the fam. We'd love to have you here. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Y'all, so this is crazy right here. This is crazy because if you've been in tune, you know that Sophie Rain and Bonnie Blue been beefing. They going at it and they throwing shots, and everybody is taking crazy shots at each other, y'all. So it been reported that Sophie Rain allegedly got Bonnie Blue banned off from OF after they recent beef, y'all. This is crazy. Because she had the power to get Bonnie Blue banned off OF because what Bonnie Blue been doing. Bonnie Blue been bugging, y'all. We all know Bonnie Blue been crashing out on OnlyF.
Now, Sophie did comment on this video stating the following, and I think it's important to at least realize that not everything you see is true on the internet. You definitely have to look through the BS, and I feel like this is just a prime example. It looks like it's genuinely Sophie's account because when I clicked on it, it had the blue tick and it had like 11.9 million followers or something ridiculous like that, like millions. I just cannot believe that this petting zoo she thought was a good idea. Like, I actually can't even deal with this.
Bonnie Blue's petting zoo. If you don't know what this is, this woman is about to be tied up in a glass box, naked, and is prepared to invite 2,000 men to come and do whatever they want to her in that box while she is naked and can't move, potentially. I shouldn't be shocked by things this woman is doing, but this for me is beyond revolting, and the message it is sending to young girls is quite frightening. You are literally saying, you know, it is okay for men to do whatever they want to you and potentially abuse you, because this woman is putting herself at risk, right? She's going to be tied up. She can't defend herself. They can do whatever they want to her. She could get hurt. In my eyes, I think it's dangerous. You might disagree. But what is going on? Like, what is this day and age is just outrageous. And she's done some questionable things, but this for me is definitely the most shocking.
Do I have an issue with S work in general? Yes, I do. I don't care who you are. If you do it, that's your choice, firstly. But secondly, I feel like it does objectify women, and that's something I don't stand for. I know we all have bills to pay and things like that. I get that. But I think that by doing this, you're objectifying yourself and other women, and I hate that for us. And that isn't to say every single male is going to objectify us just because there's women who do work in that industry, but some of them will. And do. And it's disgusting and unfortunate because most women actually don't feel safe walking down the street alone, especially at night. And that is just a sad reality that we live in at the moment. If you have watched this far through the video, don't forget to leave a yellow heart. I just can't believe this is actually real. This person actually wants to put themselves in such dangerous positions and let random people touch her. Like, how does that even go through your mind to think that's a good idea? And I do think a part of her loves to get reactions from people, and so she does ridiculous things and says ridiculous things because it gets her name out and people talk about it. But I also think, gosh, you just must not care about your image, because when you have kids, oh my god, I just feel like they might have a hard time from other kids because it's so easy to look you up on the internet and see so many videos, headlines, just stuff. In my deep dive Bonnie Blue video, I touched on an interview or something that Bonnie was at, and the interviewer asked her a question similar to, you know, what if your kid gets bullied for you doing this? And her response was something along the lines of, oh, well, kids get bullied for being pretty, blah, blah, blah. Like, are you joking? Why subject them to something they could get bullied for before they're even born? Like, it's just so crazy to me, and I would never want to put my kid in that position, which is why I could never do this, because I can't imagine putting myself in that position. And there's such weird people out there. Like, you attract some crazies. I know that's social media in general, but especially when you're so vulnerable, like you're showing your full self online for random people to see and access by just paying like a certain amount of money or whatever. Honestly, if this is 100% true and it's going to stay as she's banned from OnlyFans, I think this is a great step forward. In my eyes, it seems like she's pushed other women who are in the S-work and OnlyFans industry to do things that they wouldn't normally do, and I just think that's so ridiculous. So let's watch this next video from another person just breaking down Bonnie Blue and this alleged ban for OnlyFans.
And from OnlyFans? How? I heard this shit and I didn't even think it was true. Like, all you do is dirty shit on there. You just beat a generational shit. No one has ever been banned for, like, actually doing some sexual shit. I found out what she was doing and it is crazy. She was holding like a petting zoo where she literally was sitting in a box locked up, and anybody can walk up and do whatever they want to her while she's naked. She wanted to engage with 2,000 people who walk by with no limits on the activity. Yeah, she needs banned, bro. There's obviously something wrong in her head, because, like, bro, why are we allowing people to do this? Her kids are gonna see this. Anybody's kids watching that is gonna see this. Nobody wants to be that. You're not a role model. She does not deserve to be on the internet. You're weird. You do that, bro, don't put it on the internet. Your father gotta be proud. She already did it with 1,000 men in one day. Now she trying to pull this stunt. She is confirmed banned from OnlyFans. You're the first. I never heard someone getting banned from OnlyFans. How do you even get banned from OnlyFans? She's obviously not right in the head.
I honestly just can't believe that this is real. Someone like this exists in the world and is doing these ridiculous things.
Bonnie Blue went from making $2 million a month on OnlyFans to now being banned from the website, but to make things worse for her, she's actually being trashed by fellow adult stars like Sophie Rain. In 2024, OnlyFans was one of the biggest ways to make money on the internet, paying creators $6.6 billion. But still, it's getting tougher and tougher to make money there, where 90% of the earnings go to the top 1% of creators, and over 1 million women have posed nude for it, but at the same time, they're only making an average of $180 a month. It's just flat out hard to compete when girls like this exist. So Bonnie Blue was able to work her way around it by doing things like getting by 1,057 men in a period of 24 hours. Now she just got banned for saying she was going to try a new stunt called Petting Zoo, where she was going to be by 2,000 men. She's also brought other creators into it, like Julia Filippo, who filmed a video where they were with 100 men together, and she said she was so traumatized after she needed therapy. And Camilla Arajo actually offered Bonnie $2 million to stop what she was doing, saying she's disgracing the industry for everyone. And now her new biggest critic is Sophie Rain, who's made $50 million on OF so far, calling out Bonnie Blue, saying she's made the whole thing a giant clown show. Sophie's claim being that Bonnie Blue is pushing everyone to do crazier and crazier stunts, and they're going to get her. And with that, I'm Charles Perrault. Please subscribe to learn something. And just a bonus to show how dangerous this is, Annie Knight, who's done collabs with Bonnie Blue, said that she actually went to the hospital for bleeding out after she took over 583 men.
Drop a comment below if you haven't already. Let me know what you think of this. I just can't even wrap my head around all of it.
1,000 penises into one vagina in 12 hours is disgusting.
But the more you talk about it, the more it turns me on. I don't discriminate whether you're married, 18 or 80. I'll take anybody.
Out of the 1,000 men, there was a lot of barely legal boys. Do you not have a problem with the fact that they're literally borderline underage?
No, because they're 18.
But they're still children.
Yeah, but they're 18.
My nephew's 18. He's still a child.
Oh, send him to me then. Hopefully I'll find him in my queue one day. It's hard work being a slut. Like, I've earned the title.
So you enjoy being called a slut? So do you condone cheating?
Yeah.
And if you had a daughter and she said, you know, Mummy, I want to be just like you.
Yeah.
And you'd be happy and you'd watch your daughter just f everyone.
Yeah. I will raise my daughter to be independent and to follow her dreams. If that is to 1,000 people, I'll be there with a banner supporting her the whole way. Like, I love the idea that I don't know who's going to be inside of me. There was times I was in doggy and I'd turn around and I would have no idea who's in the back of me. And I love that.
That's disgusting. If that's really your thing that you get off on, you just go and do it in private.
why do I need to in private? I'm proud of it.
Yeah, but
it's
you
like
shouldn't be.
going, oh, I've done an amazing piece of art, but I should hide it away.
But it's not, because doing art and becoming a bucket is two completely different things. Yeah.
I feel empowered when I'm disrespected by over 1,000 men. Like, I have to remind them, spit on me, slap me, choke me, pull my hair, because they're too polite to me.
What you're doing is so damaging to women as a woman.
But women
not
find
setting-
everything to complain about.
Not
They'll
really.
cry about anything and everything nowadays. Then I don't really see why people judge it.
Well,
Really?
they are judging you, yeah, because it is disgusting what you're doing. But that's just a fact. Again, it's not a judgment. I'm not.
No, that's your
it's not my
opinion.
opinion. No, that's
Opinion
a fact.
and facts are very different.
Yeah, exactly. My opinion is that I think you're actually a really pretty girl. My fact is that you are, and you are a prostitute. That's a fact.
That's everything that I have today, so thank you so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you want to join the fam, please do subscribe. We would love to have you here, and don't forget to turn those notification bells on so you know when your girl is posting. You will see me 1 to 3 times a week. I will see you next time. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye!